Hey guys, I'm Justin Speer, and in this video, I'm going to show you the Stalogy Editors Series 365 Days notebooks in both the B6 and A5 sizes. The two notebooks I have are in the B6 size and the A5 size, but I understand they do come in a larger B5 size as well as a smaller A6. On Amazon, the B6 size is about $19, and the A5 is about $22. These are softcover notebooks, so they're very bendy and flexible. So I'm going to go ahead and open these. They come in some pretty nice packaging. So there's these little yellow product cards on the cover. So those just peel right off. So these notebooks are plain on the cover except for some logos right here. And these say stationery, standard and technology, what should have been is, and then Stalogy. So that's kind of cool. It's a very minimalistic cover. I like it. So these notebooks are called 365 days because you can use them as a daily planner. Up here in the top right, there's a section where you can circle the month and the date. So you can use them as a daily planner. However, the font is really grayed out and hard to see. So if you want to just use these for bullet journaling or any other purpose, you can pretty much ignore that writing. One thing that's interesting is the graph paper that's here on the B6 size is a little bit bigger than the graph paper on the A5 size. Try and do a side-by-side here. So I thought that was interesting. These Stalogy notebooks are made in Japan, and they're often compared to the Hobonichi planners, but they're quite a bit different. The paper is pretty similar to the Hobonichi, but the Hobonichis have more of a structured calendar and planner format, whereas these can be used as a plain notebook, even though they do have the area up here for the month and date. But the paper is thin. It's very thin. In fact, you have to be careful if you're using pencil and erasing. You can sometimes scrunch the paper. Also, sometimes the paper is compared to the Tomo River paper. I'm not sure how the quality compares. I need to try it out. But it's very thin paper. It's definitely thinner than, say, a moleskin or Leuchtturm, or however you pronounce that. I do have a moleskin notebook here for comparison. And if we look at that versus the Stalogy, you can tell that the paper on the Stalogy is quite a bit whiter than the moleskin. The moleskin's almost a cream color or off-white. Now regarding the thin paper, there's definitely going to be some ghosting that happens because the pages are so thin. But most of the pens that I use gel pens. They don't bleed through, although I'm sure some fountain pens would bleed through. But you just have to try those out individually. But if you don't like ghosting, this probably isn't the notebook for you. But if you're okay with that, then this is a great option. You can see that these notebooks also have rounded edges here on the front. And one of my favorite features about these is if you kind of work them a little bit, you can get them to lay flat without completely bouncing back. And that's nice if you're going to stick them in a leather planner cover, something like a Chic Sparrow or Traveler's Notebook. So when I originally bought this B6 size, I was planning on putting it in a Traveler's Notebook by Chic Sparrow, this guy right here. But once I filled up this Traveler's Journal with other inserts, it became pretty thick. So I didn't want to, cram this in there and have it be too much. So I'm not going to put this Stalogy notebook in this B6 planner, but I am going to use this A5 Stalogy notebook in another Chic Sparrow planner that I got in the A5 size. So I'll just do that right now. There it is. I think that's a pretty good fit. I could probably fit some other inserts in there as well, but I'm just going to start with this and see how that goes. While these pages are extra thin, once you start writing in them and filling up the notebook, it really does expand quite a bit. So this actually might be the perfect size for this particular notebook. Yeah, it fits in there pretty well. Well, that's about it for the video. Thank you guys for watching.